Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get some great sounds using some of the amp simulators that you can get for the Universal Audio Apollo and UAD platform. Now, just before we get started, if you want to like and subscribe, you'll be notified of any future videos that come out from the Studio Rats. And thank you to everyone that's bought me a coffee. Really do appreciate it. And if you want to buy me a coffee, you can do in the link below. Right, let's get started. There are many different guitar amp simulators that you can get for the UAD Apollo. And if you click on your unison slot here and you go to guitar and bass, you'll see all the different options that we've got. But what we're going to do today, we're not going to load the amp into the unison slot. We're actually going to load it into one of the inserts, and I'll explain why later on. So what we're going to do is to go to our first insert, go down to guitar and bass, and for this demonstration, I'm going to load in the Friedman DS40. The DS40, or Dirty Shirley, is one of those great sounding low to mid gain Marshall style amps that Friedman make. Now, it doesn't get as heavy as the BE does, but it can really sound great, especially if you use a pedal before it. So straight out the box, it sounds like this. What I'm going to do is just to bring the presence up a little bit. Now, the presence on this amplifier is really where the treble is. I'm going to demonstrate that. If I bring back the presence to where it was, and now turn the treble up, you can see the treble is adding gain to it. Now let's bring the treble back and let's increase the presence again. So the presence isn't adding any gain like the treble does, but it just brightens up the signal. Right, let's bring it back to about 5. I'm going to turn the bass up just a little bit. I'm going to leave the middle where it is, but I'm going to turn up the treble. Let's turn that up to about 6. And let's turn the master up. Right, I'm going to bring the gain back now, as I don't want it so gainy. Now, we've got two inputs here. We've got a high input and we've got a low input. So the low input's going to be less gain, and the high input's going to be more gain. And let's keep it on low input for the moment. Now, because I'm using console, and you can do the same in Luna, I'm going to bring in some effects. Now, in my first auxiliary, I've got a Lexicon 224. And for this, I'm going to load in a preset that I've created called PD1 and click open. In auxiliary 2 slot, I've got the Precision series delay modulation. And again, I'm going to load in a preset for this. And let's load in a preset that I've created called PD1 delay. Now, if anyone wants these settings, please let me know and I'll make them available. Right, what I can now do is to turn up my auxiliary, which is going to send my guitar signal to the delays and the reverbs. So let's turn it up. Let's go just past 12 o'clock. And let's turn up auxiliary 2 as well, which is my delay. And let's turn that up to about 12 o'clock. Now, the reason why I loaded the Friedman amp into my insert slot is because I want to load something else into my unison slot. So if I click on my unison slot, go to guitar and bass, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to choose the Ibanez Tube Screamer. So what I can do with this now is to effectively treat it like a 2-channel amp. So I'm going to turn my overdrive just up a little bit. Let's turn my tone up a bit as well. So I've got my lead sound when I have the tube screamer in, and I have my rhythm sound when I take it out. I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. I hope you guys got something out of that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll be notified of any future videos that come out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.